Your nightly routine will determine what you experience in the coming days. That's right. Welcome to the Power Plan. I am your host, author and speaker, Tashara T.J. Robinson, and I am here to educate, encourage, and edify you on your life's journey. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that bell notification so that you will be notified every time I drop a new video, and you know you don't want to miss that. And be sure to hit the like button as well. Many people need education, encouragement, and edification on their life's journey. So why not spread the love, right? So I, again, am thankful that you've decided to tune into today's video. We are going to talk about how your nightly routine will bring into your experience whatever you've been thinking about at night in the coming days. I could only give you my experience, and it's so true. But a little bit of background about who I am. I was a married stay-at-home mom of 4 children. I was married for 19 years, at home with our 4 children for 17 years, and now I am a single divorced working mother. Yeah, lots of transition, lots of self-discovery, a lot of alone time where I had to sit back and think about, how did I get here? What choices did I make to get me here? Oh my gosh, so much wisdom that I have discovered. I felt like I've gone on a solo journey, but now I'm back to spread the love and spread the wisdom that I have discovered on that journey. So that is really the purpose of the Power Plan. And at its core, the Power Plan is really to remind you of your power, your decision-making power, each and every moment of every day, right? So with that privilege of decision-making, there's also the power and the responsibility. It is. There is no more room for saying, well, I'm this way because my mom or my dad or my ex-spouse or the world, the government. No, that flies out of the window on the Power Plan because I show you scientific evidence, ancient spiritual teachings that relate to the inherent power that each of us has. So every video that I post on the Power Plan is going to point to that core principle, that core message. You have the power each and every moment to make a decision. That's why I call you powerful ones, okay? So as I've gone through that, or on that journey of self-discovery, I realized, I've been playing the victim for far too long. And when I finally awakened to the fact that, hey, I'm not some spineless worm. No, I have been created with the same power that the worlds were created with, and it lies within me. So I have awakened to that power, and I'm awakened to the depth of that power more and more every day, which is why I have to do these videos. I have to share some of it. So on that journey of self-discovery, I've actually written a couple of books. The first book I wrote is Power Moms: Persevere, Overcome, Win, Empower, and Restore. 12 stories of moms who found their power to win. Amazing project to be my inaugural project to be involved in. So 12 moms, 12 stories, different backgrounds, education, different experiences, but still the same purpose: to persevere, overcome, win, empower, and restore. And I've continued to just take that same spirit, and I actually wrote another book. My second book, first solo book, is From Pitiful to Powerful, and it is on Amazon.com. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description below. This book, in my opinion, is also an integral part of the Power Plan because I use this particular plan as I matriculated through the process of going from a married stay-at-home mom of 4 to now a single divorced working mom of 4. It gives you bite-sized steps, actionable steps to take all of this ethereal theory and puts it into an actionable plan, which is what I love, okay? So on today's video, we're going to talk about how your nightly routine will bring into your experience what you're thinking about at night, okay? So first, sit with me as we unpack something. Have you ever fallen asleep with the television set on? I said television set. That's very, very old school, isn't it? Have you ever fallen asleep with the television on and you're just relaxed, you're drifting in and out of sleep, and whatever is on the show, you end up dreaming about? Of course you have, right? I've done the same thing. You don't know how many Westerns I've been in, how many action movies I'm jumping off of. And just like, how does that even happen? Well, what's happening is your conscious mind is relaxing. It's relaxing and it's giving way. It's like opening a door. It's opening a door and allowing whatever you're listening to entrance into your subconscious mind, right? So I've learned that if that is that process, you've experienced it before as well, I've learned to actually use that process to my advantage, right? So one of the things that I do is I like to listen to recordings as I fall asleep, right? Recordings on affirmations. And you can look at some other videos on my channel where I actually talk about what is an affirmation. But affirmations are nothing more than positive statements stated in the positive, affirmative, present tense about a character trait or something that you would like to experience or bring into your experience. Examples: I am loved, I am healthy, I am well, I am wise, I am prosperous. Those are affirmations. So I would either fall asleep listening to that, either record it in my own voice or just pull up something on YouTube, of course, and fall asleep to it. But here's the other thing that I've actually found too. There is this one author that I have found through my self-discovery, Neville Goddard. And listening to him consistently over these past few years has really strengthened my imagination skills. They have. Imagination, just for clarity's sake, is nothing more than that time where you allow your mind to kind of wander and develop pictures or images of what you like to experience. Now, many of us have been imaging things that we don't want, so we're going to train ourselves not to do that. But your imagination is nothing more than your mind developing these images about, I'd like to experience a vacation. I'd like to experience home ownership, marriage, health, whatever. So that's your imagination, right? Well, one of the videos that I watched from Neville Goddard talked about how strong our imagination is. And he actually gave us an experiment to do. And I actually completed this experiment. And he asked us to fall asleep. And he said, lie down in a position that you're not normally used to lying in. If you're a back sleeper, maybe sleep on your side or your tummy, okay? As you are falling asleep, the experiment was to imagine yourself climbing a ladder. Not just thinking about it, but as you are drifting off to sleep, allow your mind to take your imaginary left hand, put it on the side of the ladder, okay? Then take your imaginary right hand, put it on the side of the ladder. Then take your imaginary left foot as you climb the ladder. Then your imaginary right foot. Now climb up and down that ladder in your imagination, up and down until you fall asleep, okay? Then the next day, what you're supposed to do is write on an index card, put it in your wallet or maybe on your mirror, I will not climb a ladder today. I know, sounds weird, right? So at night, you're going to fall asleep with your imaginary hands and feet climbing the ladder, up and down until you fall asleep. The next day, you're going to see, because you've already written, I will not climb a ladder today, all right? You're going to do that exercise for 3 days. I did this, okay? And then at the end of 3 days, you're going to see what happens. Well, let me tell you my experience, okay? I did this experiment for 3 days and 3 nights, and on that 3rd or 4th day, my company had a volunteer party. We were actually going out to go volunteer to build homes, okay? Why was there a ladder there that I climbed in like the 4th day? So what that experiment taught me was this. Our imagination is powerful. What I experienced for myself was whatever I imagined, even though I had written, I am not going to climb a ladder. Which was more powerful? The imagination. What I allowed, what I managed to imagine was more powerful. And I actually experienced that thing that I was imagining in the coming days. So that taught me a couple of things. One, Not only is my imagination powerful, but I must continue to take the reins of what I imagine, especially before I fall asleep. Okay? That is a very sacred time. Sleep is. It's a very vulnerable time, isn't it? And it's a vulnerable time even for your mind. So even as you drift asleep, you must continue to take hold of those thoughts. That's why we don't watch scary movies or sad movies when we go to sleep. That's why you don't go to sleep sad thinking about how horrible your life is or how much better Amy's life is or John's life than yours. No, ma'am. No, sir. We don't do that because you have just seen from my experience, and I want you to do this challenge for yourself, how powerful your imagination is. So if you're thinking about how horrible your life is and you're falling asleep thinking about it, what do you think you're going to experience in the coming days? Versus falling asleep thinking, I'm so happy and grateful for my health. I'm so happy and grateful for my beautiful children. I'm so happy and grateful for my beautiful home, my living situation. I'm so happy and grateful for the money that I have that is circulating through my life all the time, okay? And you can decide what image you want to place with one of those affirmations. But this video, the purpose of this video is to let you know how powerful your imagination is. And time is up. You know how they do time out for children? Time's up. Time up. Time is up for just allowing your mind to just wander. We've been given an amazingly powerful gift, but it's a gift that is so powerful and subtle that if you allow it, it can just wander off like weeds. No, let's till this imagination. Let's till this skill of managing our thoughts, especially before we drift off to sleep. So this video is, again, is a reminder of how powerful you are, powerful one. Your imagination is powerful, so powerful, in fact, that what you imagine, especially before you fall asleep, you will experience in the coming days. So what will you imagine tonight as you fall asleep? As I like to end every video, remember, you are as powerful as you choose to be. Thanks for tuning in.